Great amenities, great facilities. A great place for action is Beckley Park for the Geelong Pacing Cup, February 28th, this coming Saturday night. Joining me, their communications manager, Rollo. Yes, certainly always cracks it for a rose in each show, doesn't he? And joining me is Kathy Cullen. How are you, Kathy?
Very well, thank you.
And you are the communications manager here.
Yes.
And what a great night we're looking forward to.
We most certainly are. We've got Lee Troop out there now racing with a horse at the moment as we speak. It's going to be great.
And the things that people can look forward to when they come out to Beckley Park, it's not only on the track but also off the track.
We've got lots of kids' entertainment. We've got a band in the trackside marquee. We've got a beer garden for the first time. We've got 2 courses, 3-course meals up here in the dining area. We've got punters clubs on the track throughout. We have a host in the 2 venues, so we do a lot of punting games. John Dunn will be our host for the evening.
Good on you, Dunny. Yes, he used to do a lot of the course side calling here at the harness race, now out at the Geelong Racing Club, but still coming back to the home of his beloved harness racing.
Yes, and he does tip quite well too. So hopefully on the cup he'll give us a few quaddies.
Are we talking hairdressing tips there or horsing tips?
No, that's his wife.
Kathy, how do you enjoy the job?
Do I enjoy the job? Yes, I do. I'm still here. It's very busy. Very, very busy. It's great. It's a great venue. It's we're starting to get a lot of new people out here, a lot of, different people, corporates coming out now. We've got different venues to offer them and got some great staff. It's a real changeover.
And hasn't the ring road made an enormous difference? I mean, people travelling in on the ring road from that northern suburb of Geelong called Melbourne, they can't miss Beckley Park.
I know, we should light it up actually. I was thinking about that, except it would be so expensive. Actually coming over the bridge there, that's the first venue that you do see. So, if someone wants to sponsor a great big sign here, we could do that as well, couldn't we? Put that up in lights.
There you go, the offer's been made and it'll be a very busy night for you Saturday night because we're expecting quite a big crowd, a lot of celebrities, a lot of, as you say, entertainment, but it's a family night.
Yes, absolutely family night. Children under 18 are free. Pensioners are $8 and $12 entry to get in. So, but people are welcome to. Hopefully, it's a beautiful night. Bring your picnic rug. Bring some tables and chairs. Bring, if you wanted to bring in some of your own food, bring a picnic would be lovely. But there's lots of food and lots to do when you're out here.
And the great part about being at the trots, as we call it, but harness racing, is the fact that when you get down the fence track side, you get down beside the mounting yard, it's a real fairly touchy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. We've got a band down there too on the trackside marquee as well too, and a bookie down there, so you don't actually have to walk far. You can get there, get in the venue, and just stay there for the night. And Dunny will be tipping you all the tips, so yeah, should be good. Should be good.
Not should be good, will be good. For Saturday night, as you can see, the 28th of February, here at the Geelong Harness Racing Club at Beckley Park. Thanks to Kathy Cullen. We hope it's an outstanding success. Thank you very much. One of the great horses that we've seen run around Beckley Park here at the Harness Racing Club at our great city of Geelong is a horse by the name of Sokiola. The man who has been in the seat behind the great horse, Lance Justice, joins us. Thank you very much for your time, Lance.
That's all right. Thank you, Graham.
And we've seen Sokiola out with an exhibition run with Smoking Up this afternoon and coming up on the February 28th, this coming Saturday night. She's going to go up against Lee Troop.
Yeah, he's going to have a run against Lee and have a bit of fun and just he's come out of retirement especially for tonight and he wants to get out there and see how fast Lee is.
So the wonderful, now he's a gelding. And like most people might call a bloody, most people might call a cat and a dog as their pet. Understand Sokiola is your domestic animal at home.
Yeah, he's our pet. He's out of retirement. He lives around at our place, and we're quite happy to have him there.
Now, a wonderful record over his career. You might tell our viewers a little bit about him.
Yeah, he won just short of $2 million and 2 Miracle Miles, a Victoria Cup, Geelong Cup, 3 Mildura Cups. No, he got a really good record and just pleased to have him around the place.
Lance, how often does a Sokiola come along from your experience in the world of harness racing?
People will tell you usually once in a lifetime they are. You don't get Sokiolas very often. He's the absolute best and he was the best in his time and in legend status.
And nowadays, what sort of good horses were coming through the Justice stable?
Smoking Up's a really good horse, and Hoka Utah. There's good horses coming through, but they've got to do a lot to win $2 million and do the same as Sokiola.
You're finding that interest in harness racing is being maintained, if not increased?
It's definitely on the up, that's for sure.
And the conditions here at Geelong at Beckley Park, you'd have some wonderful memories of Beckley Park.
Yeah, it's a great place. Won a lot of races here. Like the track and like the people down here, and especially get on well with everybody. So it's great.
And looking forward to the APCO Geelong Pacing Cup.
I am immensely, yes.
What do you got running in it?
I think Hoka Utah.
You might like to repeat that just slowly for our viewers.
Hoka Utah.
Hoka Utah. You heard it from the horse's mouth in proverbial terms. Our thanks to Lance Justice, the man who has sat behind the great Sokiola here at Beckley Park, the home of harness racing here in Geelong. Continue to race here at Beckley Park. Yeah, the scene of the APCO Geelong Pacing Club, February 28th. And one of the features on that night will be a little battle going on between a horse named Sokiola and the gentleman to my right, a champion in his own right. Very proud to say, from our great city of Geelong, Lee Troop. How are you, Lee?
Yes, great roller, and looking forward to the two old stages being brought out of retirement. We're going to go head to head, so looking forward to the challenge.
How are you in your overall fitness? I mean, we were just talking off camera, viewers, and he said he just had a lazy 18K.
Yeah, no, I'm going along all right. I've got Boston Marathon on the 20th of April, so it's an event that's steeped in history, having been around for 112 years, and we're moving to America in about 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm going to do the road racing circuit this year, so I'd need to be in good shape if I'm going to run well. So a nice little test will be on the 28th of February.
Have you done the Boston before?
No, this will be the first time. So having the disappointment of Beijing this year, I sat down and really had two choices, either to retire, and if I was going to retire, then work out what I was going to do employment-wise, and if I wasn't going to retire and I was going to continue running, work out what I needed to do to try and put the wheels back on the car. And I just decided that, you know, as a kid, two races I've always wanted to do was the Boston Marathon and the New York Marathon. And before I retire, they're two races that I want to do. So we're going to move away for 12 months and go to America and tick off a few of those lifelong dream boxes that I've always wanted to do. And if at the end of 2009 I feel like I've achieved everything that I want to achieve, well then retirement might happen, and if I feel like I've got a little bit more left in me, well then I'll go through to 2012.
Lee, one thing that I would say all Australian and particularly Victorian and Geelong people have always admired in you is your true grit and your determination, and this appears to be just another step in that direction.
I probably don't look at it like that. I just think that, you know, as a 12-year-old kid running around the streets of Whittington with my dad, he wanted to lose weight. You know, one athlete that we idolised was Robert De Castella, and I remember him winning Boston in 1986, and it's the event that's got the longest history of any marathon around the world. And, you know, as a kid, I've always thought, how fantastic would it be to actually run an event like that? And, you know, all of a sudden you start making Commonwealth Games, World Championships, Olympic Games, and you're on the circuit in Europe, and before you know it, you're 36 years of age and you're talking about retirement. So after Beijing, I just had a good think about things, and I thought, you know what, as a kid there were a couple of things I really wanted to do, and what a great way to end my career by actually doing those things. So going to Boston and doing New York, you know, they're two things that, you know, when I do finally retire, I can say that I did everything that I wanted to do. You know, I've been to the Olympic Games and I've done races all around the world, and I can actually have no regrets. So that's something that I'd be very proud of, the fact when I do retire that I wouldn't have any regrets.
We're very proud of him too. Eat your heart out there in the northern suburbs of Geelong in Melbourne, because Lee Troop is a true Geelong person. Congratulations, Lee. All the very best at the against Sokiola on the Saturday night.
Yeah, well, I need it, because if either one of us don't run well, we're both going to be put out to stud or to the knackery. So I need to make sure I run well.
Well, we'll back you for the stud.
Yeah, I look forward to that. My wife won't, though.
Our one and only Lee Troop joining us here on News Geelong as we take a break and be back with you after this.